Mr. Genuis for 5 minutes, please. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Chair. Mr. Firth, this is a sad example of corruption and potential criminality, but it also exposes incredible waste within this government, especially in the area of procurement and contracts to well-connected consultants for, in many cases, no discernible work. So I want to try, in my round of questions, to follow the money that was spent. The Auditor General's report estimates $59.5 million spent on the app, and further that your company received directly $19.1 million of that money, even though by your own admission, all that you did was recruitment of other individuals and companies. That's an incredible sum for quote-unquote recruitment. But you told the committee that the Auditor General's information is not correct. You dispute the $19.1 million figure. You say it was only $11 million. Is that correct?
The application build, that's correct.
Okay, so what happened to the missing $8.1 million? What do you think accounts for the discrepancy?
Well, so you'll see in my evidence package, we've actually invoiced CBSA in 3 years, close to $22 million, approximately. I'm not disputing the fact that $19 million wasn't invoiced through my company monthly. I'm disputing that $19.1 million is completely attributed towards the ArriveCAN application build.
Okay, so your testimony is that you've received $22 million from CBSA over the same period. You simply are disputing the categorization of it as being all related to ArriveCAN. What I would add to this in terms of frankly the absurdity is that the invoices that you've submitted to this committee, some of which are very kind of vague and unclear in terms of what they actually refer to, but they add up to $9.6 million. So you've shown this committee invoices for $9.6 million. You've also said you got $11 million that you categorize as related to ArriveCAN, and $22 million in total. So how do you explain the discrepancy between what you've shown us invoices for and what you said was you actually received?
So first of all, the $22 million is not just solely ArriveCAN. There was multiple projects we were working on during the pandemic. These were not ArriveCAN contracts, right? There were 3 pandemic.
The Auditor General says they are, but I was asking specifically about the difference between the $9.6 million and the $11 million. You said you got $11 million, but you didn't provide us with $11 million worth of invoices.
We sent hundreds of pages of documents over. I can follow up and make sure that those ones would result to $11 million. Yeah. I've done this again like
hundreds of pages doesn't absolve you of the need to provide accurate information, sir. And just in terms of the difference between the 19.1 and the 11 million, you started off your testimony by saying that everybody's lying and saying mean things about you. The media is wrong. The MPs are wrong. But you're also now saying the Auditor General's wrong. What are we as a committee to make of the fact that you want us to believe that everybody is wrong in their figures except you, and yet the invoices you've sent to the committee don't add up to the figure you said was spent was given to you in relation to ArriveCAN?
Yeah, I also said as well, it's in my opening statement that it's this testimony and this committee that have also had death threats against myself and my wife, which I've had photographs of my kids being taken.
Sir, I'm looking for accurate information on the amount of taxpayers' money that went to your company. Now,
we've invoiced 1,500 times, $22 million.
Well, the invoices do not line up with the figures you've given. Sir, I'd like to know for all the money that you earned on this project, after expenses, what was the total amount of money that you and your partner took home from this project?
I haven't got the exact numbers after taxes, after expenses, through dividends, but I've told you it's approximately $2.5 million.
Each?
Approximately
each?
2.5. No, in total. That's the 20%.
So you and your partner became millionaires through this project, and you want us to believe that all of the rest of it, in addition to the $2.8 million, were expenses, even though all you did is recruit. I mean, how expensive is a LinkedIn account these days?
Well, $2.5 million over 2 years is 1.25 divided by 2 people.
How many hours?
taxes,
How many
not a
hours did
millionaire.
you spend working on sending the LinkedIn invitation, sir?
That has no bearing on this project, does it?
I think it does. How much you
Wasn't
earn
it-
for
wasn't
what
it
work
Butler?
is the question we're asking, right? And the numbers don't line up. And
Just a quick question and a quick answer, please.
yeah, how many hours did you spend working on this project in exchange for the millions of dollars that you and your partner got for the act of recruiting?
Would have been between 30 to 40 hours every month with the invoicing, with doing timesheets, with doing accounting, with doing paying our resources. And
So
with
so
also-
what makes you so lucky that you got this opportunity?
Genuis, thanks very much. Mr. Baines,